those four tied together Beatles films, right? We talked about that before. It's Sam Mendes who's going to be directing them. Right? I got that right. I'm not entirely
Yep.
sure right now.
Yep. No, you are correct.
I don't know if this is more rumors or if it's confirmed. We are just going to put ahead the false narrative that I guess has been talked about now that a couple of people have reportedly been cast or in talks to star in those films. And they're familiar faces, I think mostly, apart from one of them who I had to look up. Harris Dickinson as John Lennon. Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, sorry. Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, and Charlie Rao as George Harrison. So, Lachlan, what do you think about those supposed castings?
I have no idea who any of them are.
That is cap. You know who Paul Mescal and Barry Keoghan are. You know Harris
Are
Dickinson.
you sure?
The Boy, most recently Triangle of Sadness. You liked him in quite a bit. You also liked him in I'm blanking on the rest of the film. What was it called? The Iron Claw. And then I my Paul Mescal After Sun poster fell down and I didn't hang it back up, so I don't have something to point to back
Very
there.
sad.
Well, Paul Mescal is great.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how much I really want a Beatles cinematic universe, but
What?
at
How
this
can
stage,
you say that?
okay, sorry.
Look, the movie, like, imagine a movie, like 4 different movies, right? This isn't just like one movie, but they all get their own movies that maybe kind of overlap. I don't know how the fuck this is supposed to happen. And then they have the moment where they walk the street, like the iconic thing, and it's 4 different
So are they
movies.
gonna do like an Avengers style moment?
Yeah. It's like, well, in the first one, I don't know who they'll start off with, or if they come out maybe a week from each other, or
They will
I don't
have
know.
to start off with John or
It's like
Paul. I'm
it's like
sorry.
John
And if they
will
start
return.
with anyone else, if they start with Ringo, Paul, John, Ringo, what's the other one called?
George Boy.
George. Yeah. They start with either George or Ringo. I don't think it will be as successful. I think people will get invested by seeing a Paul McCartney or a John Lennon movie because they've got the names to them. And I mean, like Ringo and George, sure, yes as well, but not as much as like the star status.
Yeah.
But interesting how they release it. Netflix will pick it up.
Netflix will pick it up. I don't know.
Netflix will
who's
pick it up and
backing
make it an interactive movie, so you get to choose which Beatle you follow.
Yeah. And you get to pick
It's
the
a 4-hour
reality as well.
movie. Yep, and you get to there's 4 different. You know how we did Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
There's 4 different screens, and you get to pick. They all are happening at the same time. You get to pick which one the audio you listen to.
I still we have never, because we didn't fully complete that. I still have not abandoned that thing of watching a whole franchise at the same time. I feel like it's hilarious. I just got to figure out the tech a bit more. That's so funny. But yeah, watching all 4 Beatles movies at the same time is something that I might end up doing. It just comes out on digital, because that concept just in itself, but like also not really talking about like doing that, just doing it and like streaming it would be very funny.